What you know about Fee? She's a boss. What you say about Fee? She's a boss. Birthing bosses, birthing bosses. She's birthing bosses, birthing bosses. What you know about Fee? She's a boss.
Y'all, welcome to the channel. For those of you that are new, welcome to Birthing Bosses with Felicia. I am Boss Lady Fee. I hope you guys are having an amazing Sunday. Happy Sunday to each and every one of you guys. Listen, I know it's a little bit dark in here. Let's see if we can get a little bit more light going. I know it's a little bit dark. That's a little bit better, y'all. But anyway, I want to do a quick video, guys. Let's talk Easter. Let's talk Easter. Okay. Easter is March the 31st. For those of you that are gift basket designers, guys, listen, let's talk, let's chat about how we're going to make our money for this month, okay? So I want to talk with you guys about quite a few different things. Hopefully I don't forget. I should have jotted some things down, but I did not. So I'm going to talk off the top of my head like I normally do. And hopefully I will remember everything that I thought in my mind to discuss with you guys, all right? So the first thing I want to talk about is chocolate, the different types of candies we're going to use on the streets, okay? For those of you that are selling on the streets, keep in mind that the temperature is starting to rise. Temperatures rising. Temperatures rising. Okay, y'all didn't know nothing about that. Y'all too young. You too young. But anyway, the temperature's rising, so keep that in mind. Hope I don't get flagged for that, huh? You know. But anyway, so when you go out on the streets, be very, very mindful of chocolate bunnies, chocolate candies, any kind of chocolate. Be mindful from this month moving forward. I mean, even in February, sometimes you have to be careful because I had some candles and different things that was kind of starting to melt in February because we actually had some warm days in February and the sun was shining. And although I have a tent up, it still, you know, gets a little bit hot outside sometimes. So keep that in mind. If you are just adamant about adding chocolate, guys, you might want to keep that maybe in a box up under your table. I'm just going to highly suggest that you do not use chocolate, okay? I'm just going to highly suggest it. Now, I will be having chocolate in some of my Mother's Day gifts. But you have to take so much more precautions with it. I sell at a rapid pace. So if you sell at a rapid pace, then you really don't have a lot to worry about, and you can kind of alternate the baskets that you have out on the table versus the baskets that you may have inside of your U-Haul or your vehicle, whatever. It also will get hot in your vehicle as well. Of course, you can use coolers, but come on, who's gonna be lugging around some big coolers to put chocolate in? Now, this is what you can do, which I know some gift designers do this, is they have a cooler with chocolates in it, and then they have the gift basket already designed, and then they just give the customers a chocolate separately, okay? If that's what you choose to do, then do whatever floats your boat, okay? I don't go to those extremes. Either it's going to be in the basket or it's not going to be in the basket. That's just my personal preference, right? So do whichever one works for you. My suggestion would be that you stick with gummies and hard candies, which gummies can melt as well. But at least if they do melt, they will go back to a solid form. And chocolate does too most times. But that's where with chocolate, you get it running all down and all that. It's just too much, right? So keep all of these things in mind while you are designing, all right? Second point I want to bring up. Easter is a holiday where you can make great, great money. I mean, some people even get into 5 figures. I don't get into 5 figures for Easter, but I do make a lot of money for Easter as well. I make a lot of money for all holidays, but Easter is not one of the holidays. Let me put it like this. Easter is not a holiday where I have tapped into the 5 figures, okay? I have not tapped into it as of yet because I have yet to design that many baskets to see if I can sell them, okay? So my next main concentration is Mother's Day, okay? We hit the 5 with Mothers, but we kind of miss it for Easter, me personally, all right? But keep in mind, although it's a holiday where you can make a lot of money, Most people that have children, multiple children, right? You will have some people that come that may only have one kid, but for the most part, most of us, honey, we got multiples. We've been doing it a whole lot, and we got a whole lot of seeds, okay? So when people come to buy from you, they're going to be buying most times, they're going to be buying for multiples, 3 kids, 4 kids, 2 kids. So with that being said, a lot of times we are not able to charge a whole lot for Easter baskets like we maybe could for Mother's Day or Valentine's or even Christmas, right? So that's one of the reasons. And then the second reason is people can go to Walmart, Family Dollar, and they can even buy Easter baskets with food stamps, right? If the basket has food, they can even buy baskets with food stamps. So a lot of people that normally would buy baskets that get EBT, sometimes they'll go to the store to buy baskets. So you want to keep your price at a reasonable price, not a get over price where people are getting over on you, but keep all of these elements in mind when you are designing, that there are people buying for multiples, and they can also go to the store and either buy it with EBT or buy it at a cheaper price. And I know some of you may be saying, well, those baskets look like trash. And guess what? Most of them do. I just got to go ahead on the rain on your parade, Walmart. Most of those baskets do look like trash, and they only have a select amount of stuff, and it's little small miniature items, and it's just not worth it, okay? But a lot of people, when it comes to children, okay, when it comes to children, it just is what it is. Not all the time. When I speak, I'm not talking about 100% of the time, but most of the time, when people are buying for children, they're not as particular about what it looks like. Not all the time, okay? Some parents are very particular, but most parents, if they can go to the Family Dollar and get an Easter basket for $10, they don't care what it look like. They just want to be able to bless their kids with something for Easter. So keep that in mind. You want to give them options. Now, I ain't saying give them options for $10 because I don't know what you can make for Easter for $10 unless it's like a gift bag. But I'm saying that to say, keep your prices at a reasonable price. Offer larger baskets as well, okay? I'm not just telling you to offer small, inexpensive stuff. Always, I don't care what holiday it is, keep a variety of prices and a variety of different types of baskets so people won't have a choice, all right? Maybe they only have one kid and they want to go all out for that one kid. So you might have you a $50, $60, $70 basket. That's your business. But most people that come to buy are buying in multiples. So they're going to be buying baskets for 3 kids. Most parents are not going to want to spend $60, $70, $80 on one basket, and then they got to buy 3. So that's $240, $200 and some dollars on Easter baskets. Most people just don't do that, okay? You may have some that do. Also, being that you're not going to be charging a whole lot of money, Easter is one of those kind of holidays where you can kind of get by with a little bit more than maybe you could for another holiday, meaning your bows, your designing. You can kind of do real quick stuff, just throwing toys in, not throwing it in where it doesn't look presentable, but throwing it in where you don't have to take as much time placing stuff here, placing stuff there. Just do it in a nice, presentable way, but keep it moving. Design and keep it moving. You don't want to spend a lot of money on ribbon. You do not want to spend a lot of money on buckets. Y'all love the Dollar Tree. This is the time when you need to hit the Dollar Tree for the buckets, okay? Easter is not a holiday where you want to spend $10 and $5 and $7 on a container. Don't do it, okay? If this is your first year designing and you do not have items that you bought last year at 90% off in your inventory, wait until next year. Like if you want to use really nice character baskets and items like that, then try to get those items this year at 70 or 90% off. Like don't go to the store spending full price on items that you'll be able to get for 70, 90% off at the end of the month, okay? Or the beginning of April when everything breaks down. Keep all of these things in mind, guys, okay? You want to spend a ton of money on ribbon, you want to spend a ton of money on containers, which I never recommend that you do. But if you want to spend more money, wait until Mother's Day, okay? People will be buying, and I'm going to do a whole separate video on Mother's Day. I'm so excited about Mother's Day. I'm going to do another video about that, so I'm not going to get into talking about that because that'll spill into too much time, all right? Just want to make sure that I've covered everything. Make sure you are listing on Etsy, eBay, Marketplace, all of the online selling stores. Make sure you're on those. Also, make sure you are listing on your regular social media pages as well, okay? Instagram, TikTok, all of those, okay? That's pretty much it, I think. I think I've covered pretty much everything that... Oh, one other thing. Easter is not just for kids. This is one of the biggest things I need to make sure that I say. For those of you that's been designing for a while, you already know this. Easter is not just for kids. You're going to have, more than likely, if you're out here in these streets, you're going to have people to come up looking for gifts for mothers. You may even have people to go ahead and buy stuff for Mother's Day. I've had that happen as well. People will be looking for items for birthdays. People even give adults gifts for Easter. So do not shortchange yourself. If you have some items left over from Valentine's Day that do not look like Valentine's Day, or you can kind of switch it over a little bit, have those items out on the street as well. Easter is not just for young kids. Easter is for older guys, older girls as well, okay? Some parents buy for older kids, some kids or some young teens buy for their parents. Keep all of this in mind when you are hitting the streets. Never limit your mind to one track thinking. Keep your mind open and think outside of the box when you are designing and when you are selling. All right. I hope this video has been beneficial. If it has, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell so that each and every time I upload a video, guess what? You'll be the first to be notified. Get your money, honey, and fill your bag. To the next video. Bye, y'all.